Is working for online people. I welcome very heartily for Sunday morning program to Mahabodhi Society, Bengaluru. Today is a very special day. Our Upasaka Kosalo Chakma and Neela Chakma got married day before yesterday. And today they have come for blessing ceremony. So we will do puja in your name. Huh? Agarbatti light some agarbatti also. So we wish you all the best. May your offerings, Sangadana and Puja and all these things keep you on the path of Dhamma. May you progress together towards enlightenment. Today is also Sangadana by Upasaka Sandeep Arya on the occasion of his birthday. So wonderful. Sandeep is here. So we will also dedicate puja in the name of Sandeep. And also we will do puja for all of you, all those who have come here and online. May the blessings of Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha be with you all the time. Bada Banteji, Kasapa Banteji. May you enjoy best of health, peace of mind. So with this intention, sharing joy, happiness and merits with all beings, we will do the puja. इधर आओ ना.
Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivademi Swakhato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang namasami Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Sanghang namami Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato Samma Sambuddhassa. Iti piso bhagavang arahang samma sambuddha vijacharana sampanno sugato lokavedo anuttaro purisa dhamma sarathi Satha deva manusanang bodho bhagavati Namo tassa samma sambuddhassa ye ca buddha ateta ca ye ca buddhang anagata paco panna ca ye buddhang aham vandami มิสาบดานาทิเมสารนังอัญญังบุตธเมสารนังวรังเอเตนะสัจจวาเจนะโหตุเตจายามังกลังอุตตมังเกนะวันเดหังปัดดาปังสวรุตตมังบุตเทยคาลิตาดาสบุตตะขมันตุตังมะมะบุตถังยาวานิบานาปริยันตังสารนังกัจฉามิสวากขาโตภะคะวะตาธัมโมสันเดเทโกอาคาลิโกเอหิปัสสิโกอุปนาหิโกปัญจตังเวดิตาบเวนโยเหตินะโมตัสสะนิยานิกาสะธัมมาสะเยจะเยจะธัมมังอนาคตาปัจจปานาจาเยธัมมาอะหังวันดามิสาบดานาเทเมสารนังอัญญังธัมโมเมสารนังวรังเอเตนะสัจจวาเจนะโหตุเตจายามังกลังอุตตมังเกนะวันเดหังธัมมันจะเดเวดังวรังธัมเมยคาลิตาดาสธัมโมขมันตุตังมะมังธัมมังยาวานิบานาปริยันตังสารนังกัจฉามิสุปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆจะปฏิปันโนญาญาปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆสามิเจปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆยะติดังจัตตาริปุริสายุกานิอัตถปุริสปุกลาเอสาภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆอาหุนิยบาหุนิยดาเคเนยอัญจลิกรณียอนุตตรังปัญญาเขตังโลกาสาเตนะโมตัสสะอัตถาเรยปุกลามหาสังฆาสะเยจะสังฆังอเตตาจาเยจะสังฆังอนาคตาปัจจปานาจาเยสังฆังอะหังวันดามิสาบดานาเทเมสารนังอัญญังสังโฆเมสารนังวรังเอเตนะสังโหตุเตจายามังกลังอุตตมังเกนะวันเดหังสังฆัญจะเดเวดุตตมะ Sangye kalita dosa sangha kamandu tang mama sangang yawani bana pariyantang saranang gacchami ewang bodang sarantanan dhamma sanggan ca bhekkhava bhayang vacham betatang va lo mahang sana he sate gana sara padete na depe na tamadang sena tilagate pang Pujaya me tamanudang gandha sambha rayote na dupe na hang sugandena pujae pujaniyantang puja bhajana motamang vanna gandha ganupeta etang kasama santa deng pujayame monenda sa siri pada saru Puje me budang kosome na e na panye na me te na chawa to mo kang po pang mila ya te yata e dang me kayo tata ya te ve na sabhavang nirodasam Nisena saveya bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhasa emena depe na dope na pope na puje me emang de pado papo jade nama sakala sambuddhanang paceka buddhana agasawakanang mahasawakanang arahantanang pakatesilang ambetesang anuvata koho me mani pupa Gandhe na peso gandhang santane na peso santana kepa me vado bhanang do gandhang do santanang papone sate eva me vasa be sankarane cha sabe sankhara dukkha sabe dhammang anatta te maya dhammanuda mapate pate yang buddhang pujemi maya dhammanuda mapate pate yang Dhammang pujemi maya dhamma no dhamma pate pate yang sanghang pujemi vandami cete yang sabang sabatane sopate te tansare rekadatu mahabodhi Bodharupang sakalang sada Namo tassa bhagavato Vipati pati bahaya sabba sampati siddhya sabba dukkha vinasaya sabba bhaya vinasaya sabba roga vinasaya bhavede ghaya kadaya kang sabba loka Etathaya pari Samanta Chakavalesu Atra Gachantu Devata Sadhama Muni Raja Sasunantu Sagamo Kadang Dhamma Savanakalo Ayang Badanta Dhamma Savanakalo Ayang badanta dhamma savanakalo Ayang badanta parita savanakalo Ayang badanta namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Karaniya mata kusale nayantang santang padang abesame cha kovojo cha sa jo cha so aja sa chamodo anati mani santang sako cha so bharacha Abake cha cha sa lao cao te san den tirya cha ni ba ko cha apaga bo kule so anano ge do na cha ko da samachare kenche ye na ven yang pare upawa den yo so ke no Sabbe sata bhavantu sukhita ye kenche pana bhutati tasavata varavana vasetsa dekha vaye mahanta vabhaje mara Sakano kathola dekta vaye vadekta ye chadore vasande abedore bhutava sambhave se vasabe sata bhavantu sukhita tana paro parang nekope thanyate mang ye taka tachinang kanche byara sana padigasanya nanya manya sado kameche yamata yata niyam potang ayosa ekapo tamanurake vampesa babhok Manasang bhavaye apare manang metan chasa balokasmik manasang bhavaye apare manang udang ado chatereyan chang asampadang averang asapadang dekthang charang neseno va sayano vayavata Etang sadeng adek te ya brahma metang viharang edamaho dek ten janupagama silava dasane nasampano kame sovinaya gedang nahe jado Gabase ang punareti ti doka pata chani doka bhaya pata chani bhaya soka pata chani soka Anto sabe bipani no ite nasa cawa jena sutite hatu sabada ite nasa cawa jena sabadu kavina satu ite nasa cawa jena sababhaya vina Satu ete nasa Sabaroga vinasatu ete nasa cawa jena Hotu te jaya mangalang ete nasa cawa jena patu te ratanang dayang sapeti Veva janto sagara vinasato mate bhavatantaraya sukhi dekha Yoko bhava bhavato sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubha Vena sada sote bhavantu te bhavato sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sote bhavantu te bhavato sabba mangal Rakhantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubha vena sada Nakhataya kabhutanang papagaha nivarana Pareta sanubhavena hontu te upadave deva vasantu kalena sasa sampa Tihetu capenda bhavatu lakoca Raja bhavatu tamika yandu nimitang avamang Ya cha mana po sakuna cha sa do pa pa ga ho do so pinang akantang buddha no ba ve na samento yandong nimeta avamanggalan caya cha mana po sakuna cha sa Papagaha doso pinang akantang dhamma nubhave na vinasamento yando nimitang avamanggalan caya camanapong Papagaha doso pinang akantang sanghanubhave na vinasamento akasata cabumata Dewa naga mahedega panyantang anumadetva Sirang rakanto sasanang akasata cabumata dewa naga mahedega Punyantang anumaditva cirang rakantu desanang akasata cabumata Deva naga mahedik Punyantang anumaditva cirang rakantu mang parang Itavata ca mehe sampadang Punya sampadang sabe devang anumadantu Sabba sampati sedeya itavata ca mehe sampadang Punya sampadang sabe bhutang anumadantu sabba sampati sedeya itavata Sampadang punya sampadang sabe satang anumadantu sabba sampati sedeya nibbana sampati sedeya idano nyatinang hotu sakita hontu nyatayo idang no tinang hotu sakita hontu nyatayo tinang hontu sakita hontu nyatayo sabe buddha bala patapa cekanan cayang bala arahanta nanca te narakang vandami sabbasu sabe dhamma balapatang ariya saca nancayang bala Dhamma caka sate narakang bandami sabbasu sabe sangha balapata vimuta nancayang balang sasana sate rakang bandami sabbasu Kayena vaca cetena pamade Mayang katang acayang kamame bhante Buri panya tata gata gayena vaca cetena pamadena mayang katang acayang kamame dhammo sandite kaliko kayena vaca cetena pamadena mayang katang acayang kamame sanggo punya ketang anutarang Himena Mame bala samagamo satang samagamo hotu yavani banapatiya edang me punyang kamang asawa kayang wahang hotu sabadukha pamocatu nibbana sampacayo hotu sadhu sadhu sadhu
दे दो। Namo Buddhaya. Once again, I welcome heartily one and all on this very special occasion. Today, Kosalo Chakma and Neela Chakma, who got married day before yesterday, have come here for blessing ceremony. And also today, Sandeep Arya. Have you come? Sandeep Arya has not come, his birthday. So we did puja for all of you. May you all be happy. Now on this occasion, every Sunday that you come here, every Sunday you get together, every Sunday it is the Dhamma celebration. Remembering the Dhamma, learning the Dhamma, practicing the Dhamma is indeed a real festival, a real celebration of our lives. So dear Upasakas and Upasikas, as and when you get this opportunity to take Trisarana and Panchashila, to strengthen your commitment, to strengthen your wisdom and samadhi, your good mental states, wholesome states to arise. This is the occasion. And whenever you get such occasions, just don't miss them. Increase wholesomeness in your life. Increase goodness in your life. That is your real companion, real friend, real help now, also in the future. So develop this goodness. Lord Buddha has so kindly, so compassionately taught the path how we can progress on this goodness. So that's why we have Trisarana and Panchashila. The more and more you take Trisarana and Panchashila, the more and more goodness will come into your heart. That is the simple law of cause and effect, the law of Dhamma that is going to work. So with full of faith, with full of understanding, now take Trisarana and Panchashila. Today especially Kosalo and Neela, just newly married. Make your married life fully based on these three Ratna, Buddha Ratna, Dhamma Ratna, Sangha Ratna as your supreme refuge, and the Panchashila as the foundation for your happy life. With this understanding, all of you now take Trisarana and Panchashila. Yachana, you do the Yachana. First you do Kama Yachana, seeking forgiveness. That is Okasa Dvarata Enakatang. So that means whatever physically, verbally, mentally, Kaya, Vacha, Manasa, if I have done anything wrong, please forgive me, O Bhante, O Sangha. Like that you ask 3 times forgiveness and pay salutations to the Sangha. And then you take Trisarana and Panchashila.
Mami kami tabang sukhinom bhavantu.
Yamahang vadami tang vadetham. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tisaranagamanang paripunnang. Panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Adinādana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Amesu micchāchārā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Musāvādā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Sura meraya majjapamadatthānaṁ veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Tisaranena saddhiṃ pañcasīlaṃ dhammang sādhukang surakkhitāṃ kattvā appamadena sampādetaṃ. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Now let us meditate for a few minutes. Meditation is for developing the mind, knowing the mind, and developing the mind. Sit very comfortably. Gently close your eyes. Smile and feel relaxed. Joyfully focus your attention to your breath. You can observe the breath at the nostrils. Let the breath be your normal, basic mental object. The mind wanders here and there. Just know it. Know it. Just let go and come back to breath. If there are too many thoughts, just watch them. These are thoughts. These are thoughts. Let me see them. If you just watch few thoughts, they vanish away. You don't need to fight with the thoughts. You don't need to control. Important thing is to know them. You become mindful and you know them. Just know them, know them. They automatically vanish. You are back to breath, freely observing. Sometimes you may recognize there is thought very quickly. Sometimes thinking has been going on and little later you recognize it. Try to recognize as early as possible. Thought is a thought. Let it be any thought, good thought, bad thought, neutral thought. Just smile and let go and come back to breathing. This is a natural way of developing our mindfulness and concentration. And since there is knowing, your wisdom will also become matured. Smile. Smile. Visualize your smiling face and give metta to yourself. May I be peaceful and happy. May I be free from harm and danger and fear and worries. May I grow in goodness, in sila, samadhi and panya. the path of Dhamma shown by the Supreme Buddha. I am happy, I am peaceful. Fill up your entire being with happiness, joy, and metta. Remember your Dhamma teachers. May all our Dhamma teachers be peaceful and happy and healthy. Remember your parents, smiling faces of your parents. May my parents be happy and well, healthy. May they grow in Dhamma. So also other members of your family, visualize their smiling faces. You also smile and give metta. May my family members be peaceful and happy. May my friends be happy. Visualize 3-4 friends. May my friends be happy and well. Be free from sickness and problems and sufferings. May my friends enjoy good health, peace of mind, and progress on the path of Dhamma. May my neighbors be peaceful and happy. Give metta to your neighbors. If you have any dissatisfaction, anger, enmity with somebody, visualize their smiling faces. May they be peaceful and happy. I don't hate them. May they not hate me. I only love. I only have compassion. I only have best wishes for them. May they be peaceful and happy. May all people in this hall be peaceful and happy. Give metta to everybody in this hall and spread further to Gandhinagar, to Bangalore city. May all people in Bangalore city be happy. In whole of Karnataka, in whole of India, may all be happy and well. May all people in the world be peaceful and happy. I don't hate even a single person. I only love all. May all beings on the earth, may all beings in the universe be peaceful and happy. Bhavatu Sabba Mangalang Rakhantu Sabba Devata Sabba Buddhanubhavena Sabba Dhammanubhavena Sabba Sanghanubhavena Sada Suthi Bhavantu Te. So this is meditation. Please do it every day at home, wherever, in office, anywhere you can do this. But do every day at least few minutes. Today we have our Venerable Buddhadatta Banteji to give the Dhamma Desana. I request Buddhadatta Banteji to give today's discourse.
For the blessings and metta to all the upasakas and upasikas. Namo Buddhaya to everybody. It gives me a real tea to come back here after a month. I must thank you, Anand Bante, for giving me this opportunity today to share some Dhamma knowledge with all of you. As the Buddha said, Dhammadanang sabbadanang dhammadanang jinati sabbarasang dhammarasang jinati sabbarating dhammarati jinati and tanhakhayo sabba dukkhang jinati. It is indeed a very blessed occasion to listen the Dhamma. You have participated the puja, offering our worship to the Triple Gem. You develop saddha. When you do puja with your devotion, you give rise to your faith, your confidence. And when you try to be mindful of your own mind, that is the bhavana. That means you are trying to establishing yourself in mindfulness. You try to protect yourself. And then with that positive frame of mind, I think all of you are prepared or attentive to listen the Dhamma. Today, I would just like to quote a very interesting Dhamma talk about the anger-eating demon. But before that, I would quote one gatha, one stanza from the sutta, from the connected discourse of the Buddha. Once the king of Tavatimsa heaven, the Sakka, the kings of 32 gods, he approached the Buddha and he says, he requested the Lord in this following gatha. He says, Kimsu chetva sukhang seti, kimsu chetva nasochati, kimsu ekadhammasa, badang sochesi gotamati. The Sakka asking the Buddha, Kimsu chetva sukhang seti. Having slain, having killed what? A person sleeps happily. Kingsu chetva. Chetva means having abandoned, having given up. A person lives happily. And kimsu chetva nasochati. And having slain what? What is that? Ekadamma. That a person does not lament or lives in sorrow. Kimsu ekadhammasa badang rojiti gotamati. Oh Lord, what is that one thing you approve? Kimsu ekadhammasa. That one thing you approve when it is abandoned, it is uprooted, or it is totally given up, a person lives happily. A very profound gatha indeed. One thing, when it is killed, now Buddha always teaching about non-violence and metta and karuna, but here the Buddha says you have to kill one thing. That thing, the Buddha said, Kodhang chetva sukhang sheti, kodhang chetva nasochati. A person, when killed his own anger, he lives happily. He lives without any lamentation, without any sorrow. Now, we will take an instance. You can just think about your own life, how even though we wish to live happily, we used to live peacefully in our family, in our society, in our community. But do you really enjoy that happiness, that harmony? You just think about your own life. Take the instant from your own life. Many times, because of our own conceit or view or wrong understanding or attachment, though we try to promote our well-being, but still we don't do that. Why? Why is that? Because of this anger, kodha, or ill will, or animosity which is there. A person who really want to experience happiness, he has to really deal with his anger very systematically in day-to-day lives. Now, in one occasion, there is very striking example that how in our own life, in our own surroundings, we can see the anger. One such occasion, a very ferocious, a certain demon, a yakha, he just take over the seat of the deva. Sakka is the ruler of 32 gods. And one such occasion, one yakha, who very, demoniac being, very ferocious yakha, who overpowered the Sakka and just take his diamond throne. And this demon, was sitting right there in Sakka's seat. Then very deformed and ugly, not really good looking, a yakha. They have, yakhas are normally, they are featured is very dangerous, ferocious. So when the other devas, the Sakka was not there, the other deities saw this demon and they try to complain about it. They just think about how come this demon, ugly and deformed demon, can take the seat of Sakka, the Deva? Then, to the surprise of everybody, the more these devas they think about that person, the demon, the more they complain, the more they generate that thought of anger. To that extent, the demon becomes more handsome. He becomes more handsome and more good looking. All of the devas become so frightened and surprised. They said, "Oh, this demon must be anger-eating demon. He must have eaten this anger, and always smiling and radiating and so happy." So these yakas, the devas, they become perplexed, and this is out of their imagination. So they all went to the Sakka and asked him, "Oh Lord, oh Devaraja, our Lord, something miraculous happened today. A Pharisee demon has occupied your seat, and even though we complained and grumbled at him, but still this demon becomes more handsome. The more we complain, the more we become angry, the more he becomes good looking and beautiful. What is the cause of that?" Then Sakka understood that. So he calmly went to this demon and putting his robe on his one shoulder and sit down with his palmed hand, and he declared, "I am the Sakka, the king, the ruler of Tavatinsa. Oh dear friend, I am the Sakka. I am the Sakka, the king of Tavatinsa heaven." And he smiled. Then the more he maintained his compose and calm, suddenly the demon's figure changed. Then he becomes more uglier and uglier, and he retrieved back his own demoniac features, and he disappeared from the seat of the Sakka. Now this is the example. Now the Sakka teaches the devas, I don't get angry easily. I maintain my calm and composure and try to radiate the thoughts of loving kindness to the demon. He says, I'm not afflicted in mind, not easily drawn by anger. I never become angry for long, nor does anger persist in me. When I'm angry, I don't speak harshly, and I don't praise my virtues. To keep my own sila well restrained, out of my own good, I maintained the thoughts of loving kindness, that metta in his mind. Now, you can see the demon and the devas right here among us. Everybody's mind. You imagine when you become so angry. Do you think that are you a deva? Do you think that you have the qualities of a divine beings? Right there, at that very moment, we become like a demon. We become like a yaka. And at the same time, when you cultivate the qualities of compassion, the qualities of love and patience, then your state of mind changes. You experience this blissful state of mind, the sublime state, and you become like a deva here and now. So in this example, if you take the instance of our own life, how actually you are dealing with this anger? Why beings are living in constant hatred? There is hatred in the family, among the friends, in the society, in the community. Now, the Buddha's teaching actually gives a practical solution that how we should deal with our own anger. Everybody, for all of us who are sitting here in this hall, of all human or even divine beings, we should know why a person becomes angry, actually? What is the cause of anger? And how to deal with that anger? And what is the ways and method to remove that anger from the mind? You must have heard about the Metta Sutta, Karaniya Metta Sutta, and the benefits of metta. You know, we always talk about, oh, you when you practice metta, you will gain these 11 types of benefits. One sleeps happily, one awakes happily, and so on and so forth. But now you should know what exactly is the anger. Anger is compared with a viper, a very poisonous snake. You see, sometimes the poisonous snake, it just spread its poison very fast, but it is not that poisonous, you know. It will not be so much virus. You might have seen some snakes just throw the venom, but doesn't affect that much. Sometimes our mind also, we become so angry. Some people become so very quickly, they get angry, but very quickly also they settle down. There are some kind of people, they belong to this kind of category. And there are even the second step, the Buddha says, this kind of viper, even though their anger is not very quick, they slowly gets angry, but they will linger on that anger so long. They will keep that anger in the mind, constantly burning burning within their heart. They will keep that angry for a long time. Some people, they will become angry quickly, and also they will keep that anger for a long time. You must have seen some of your colleagues and friends. The Buddha compares this with viper, with poison. Anger is a poison. Why? Because it spoils our own life, it spoils our own mind. And beings just fight and quarrel among each other because of anger. And the fourth category, neither they get angry, nor they keep that anger for a long time. So what kind of category you are? Which level of anger you have in the mind? The Buddha analyzed so scientifically. Anger, we know, sometimes we don't know what is that anger, first of all. Why that anger comes, where is the root of that anger? And then there are different intensity of angry mood. You see. Now, if this is the nature of anger, how one should actually apply some of the techniques? If you are angry, surely if there is a boiling water, the water is boiling, you won't be able to see your own face, isn't it? So similarly, when a person, given rise to angry, a hateful and vengeance thought, then surely he won't be able to see his own reflection. And all the decision he would take is all leading to his own destruction. He may not be able to take a right decision in the family. So to maintain that harmony, one actually applies some of the very practical instruction which the Buddha given us. I will just try to quote these examples from the Buddha's own words. Before that, as I say, the different levels of anger or hatred. Now, one person should understand what is the demerit or disadvantage of getting into angry mood. Unless and until you know the dangers, you will not be in a position to refrain from it. You know, when the teachers tells you, don't associate with the wrong company, associate with the wise company. Now, what does that mean? When you say that don't associate with the fools, that means your life will be ruined when you are associated with that. When we say this is the cause for downfall, this is the cause for blessings, then you choose the cause for your progress. You know, oh, this is the cause for downfall. I shouldn't choose that path. Rather, I should follow the path to blessings, path to happiness. So very unique way of teaching of Lord Buddha is to tell the people that what is the disadvantages, what the demerits one would get, or kusalas. When you know those demerits, then you purposefully you try hard to cultivate goodness. Similarly, here in this example, the Buddha says these 5 dangers of getting angry. Everybody have the anger. All of you are sitting here. Nobody is free from that anger. Unless and until you finish that anger, like the Buddha said, you slain that anger, which the Aryas, Tancha Aryang Pasansati, the noble ones, they praise. But we are not yet perfected. But we should try to be perfect. We should try to remove that anger and greed or delusion. Anger comes because of delusion, ignorance. So how to remove that ignorance? You should understand the danger of getting into, dosa, to give rise to that dosa chitta. The first thing is, one will become disagreeable and displeased with so many people. Nobody will love that person. Displeased and disagreeable. Nobody will agree with you. Nobody will be pleased with your behavior. If somebody look at you from far, he will say, oh, that angry man is coming to me. He will harm me. Better I should not talk. I should keep quiet. He's a very angry person. Right? So disagreeable, displeased. That's the first danger. The second one is one has an abundance enemy. The people who is angry invite a lot of enemies because he invites that enmity with his own behavior. You invite a lot of enemies around you. That's the second thing. And he has abundant fault. Now, a person who having a lot of fault within him, naturally he will find out fault with others. A fault-finding person has enormous fault. And because of that fault, he will try to quarrel with so many people. He will not be satisfied. He will not be agreeable or be patient with anybody. Neither with his speech, nor with his body, or with his mental actions. So far 3 dangers. And then the angry person dies confused. At the time of death, this person who is an angry fellow, because of that hateful mind, surely he will be confused. No metta. And finally, when a person dies with that confused state of mind, his gati, his destiny, will surely not be happy ones, not a happy destiny. After his breaking of his body, he will go into the miserable planes of existence. Maybe in the lower planes of, animal world or hellish world or even demoniac world, like this demon. I gave an example of demon because of the anger, the demons. Demons is there within ourselves. You can see the demons. When a person becomes angry, you should say, oh, the demon is there. Demon. That's the demon. The real demon appeared. And when a person is loving and compassionate, full of metta, he is really a divine being in human form. So these are the 5 dangers. I hope you are listening to me. 5 dangers of becoming angry. First is disagreeable and displeased. Second is that this person invites a lot of enemies and he has enormous lot of fault, weaknesses. Then he is confused. And lastly, he will go to his destiny, his future birth will be in a miserable planes of existence. If these are the dangers, then what we should do actually? We so far learned what is kodha, what is anger, how that anger appears, the cause, what is the disadvantages of that anger. Then we should actually apply the Buddha's method of reflections, reflection to, how to remove this anger from the mind, so that we can, get control over our own mind. We will not be violent. We will not be remorseful. Anger has another disadvantage, that a person who has really given to angry, and out of his angry mood, he might have committed some actions through his speech and body. And because of that, because of the violent actions through his speech or through his physical action, he becomes remorseful. Anger is the cause for the remorse, for suffering. Remorse means suffering, another kind of dukkha. So who invites the dukkha? You really try to analyze why the dukkha comes. Because of own anger, because of that root. And what should we do then? If that anger appears, then you should not just keep quiet. You shouldn't go on committing the actions. You should actually check your mind, check the thought of anger. The Buddha said that you have to combat that anger with certain reflections. Now, to remove that resentment, it has arisen towards anyone. Maybe you have some resentment or anger towards anyone. The first thing is that you should apply loving kindness. You should develop loving kindness, metta, towards that person. May that person be happy, be free from anger, right? It may not be possible right there. For example, this needs some persistent and practice. You have to practice with forbearance, constant practice. When you practice, before, let's say you are going to battle with somebody, with the enemies, you shouldn't apply, you should actually be prepared to combat that battle. Similarly, to remove the resentment, you should have that the mind of loving kindness first. The second one is compassion. Compassion is removing the suffering of people. You just put yourself in somebody's shoes and feel, if you want to, injure somebody, harm someone, naturally you are suffering, you are in agony and pain, and you are also incurring suffering to others, you see. So compassion is like removal of suffering, may that person be free from suffering. Then you should apply the third method, is equanimity. You should be, equanimous, upekha. You should be equanimous with that person, right? Neither you become hurt, nor you are carried away by liking or disliking and all sort of emotions. You just remain balanced and equanimous. The fourth one is you don't have to pay any attention. Just neglect that. Don't pay any attention. Once you stop that, right, then this anger will not spread, right? Like coronavirus is spreading and the government we are playing, just keep the distance, break the chain, like that. So what does that mean, break the chain? That you don't spread that virus. You just stop there, right? You don't have to fuel the engine anymore. You just press the brake and stop. Then the fifth one is understanding about karma, one's own action. Everybody is the inheritor or heir of one's karma. Action is our own friend. Action is our refuge and relatives. Whatever karma I do or we do, that will be our dayada, that will be our treasure or the store. Whatever accumulated karma we do, it goes with us. So if a person is just doing all sort of violent actions or unkindful, not compassionate, all the time harming, that means he or she would get the result of his own actions. Nobody will be escape from that actions. So these are the practical reflection: metta, karuna, ubekha, and then attend, neglect. Don't pay any attention, divert your attentions. And the fourth one is reflection of karma. Okay, I hope you are mindful and listening. So many things we are discussing. The next is, before we go to the final part of metta meditation, you already have learned from Bhante and so many, or some of you who are okay. Now the next is, even though his verbal action is impure, his physical action also impure, but occasionally he's in his mind, he generates, he'll come up with some good thoughts, or his loving thoughts, or his mind will be very joyful, and occasionally, sometime, like some of you, very occasionally you will hear some good things from the person. Most of the time they will be engaged in impure bodily actions, or very not refined actions, but at least in their mind, sometimes they experience some kind of good thoughts. So while considering that, reconsider it and forgive him, and then remove your anger. Just let go your anger. You see, this is the third reflections. And the fourth one is, even this needs patience, this needs deeper wisdom. If a person is neither good with his speech or mind or his action, but still you have to forgive him. You should give a compassionate hand to him. You see, like the Buddha gave an example, a person who is traveling in the desert and he has no companion, no attendant, nobody. The farther end, the village is very far, and towards this end village is very far. He even no refuge. He even cannot meet the leader of the village. Totally, helpless a person. He lost his way. But a companion, a traveler comes along the path, and he finds it so compassion. He feels so compassionate towards that person. Oh, this person was surely going to meet the destruction. He may die here. Let me just help him. Let him show the path and take him to the safer side, the safer place, so that at least you'll be, he realized the meaning and purpose of life, right? Otherwise, he will be miserable here and now and miserable in the next life. That is the highest kind of compassion and metta which you can apply. Many people in this world who even don't give metta or compassion through body, speech, or mind. But still, the Buddha said, you have to forgive them and show them the correct path. Maintain the patience and let go your anger. The final one is by far the best way. A person who is really practicing this, he has a pure speech, he has a lovely and wonderful action, a mettaful action. Whatever he does with kindness, with metta. Neither he harm himself nor he harms others, and his mind also experience a peace. He has come up with the thoughts of loving kindness. He develops every day metta. For example, the Bhante is here. We start our day by radiating metta to all beings. So also the Buddhists, all of you are doing that. Metta in the mind, metta in the speech, and metta through your actions. Then only you can actually combat and remove the resentment from your own mind. And what has happened, the hypothesis or the result of this anger, say we are doing a research on anger now, and the Buddha gives a solution. The result is free from suffering, free from remorse, right? And you will get the advantage. You will be agreeable and loved by everybody. You don't have enemies around you. And then you are not confused, you see. And when you die without any perplexity, without any confusion. You die with a happy mind, and you have less and less fault. The more you practice metta, the more your action becomes perfect and refined. You'll have less fault. But if you don't practice it, then you'll have number of faults, endless faults. You see? So, metta, this is what the topic is I have so far discussed. And the final part of giving away or completely eradicating the anger is to actually cultivate metta bhavana, metta meditation in your daily life. Metta is on the cushion. When you do meditation, you do metta. But actually the metta should be applied, translated through your actions. How? Through your daily life, through your families, maybe the solo and your wife and all of you who are living in the family. You should apply the metta in the family. When you are living in the leaders who apply that metta in the society, in the community. Everywhere. Metta is needed everywhere. So when you develop that metta meditation, then you will get a tremendous amount of benefits, and that will ultimately liberate your mind from the cycles of samsara. Then you can be free from suffering. Right? A metta person can actually develop the jhana through metta meditation, and through the jhana, he can go off to the Suddhavasa, the pure abodes. He can become anagamis. And from there, further he will work on his own defilements, work on his own fetish, and then he would be a liberated once. He'll become an arahant. So the first, I said, no, time is up now. I have to stop here. 11:10, Bhante said. So the first thing we learn, Kim su chetwa sukhang seti, Kim su chetwa no sochati. Right? Kim su eka dhammasa padang rochti gotama. That is the gatha which I thrown to you, a kind of reflection for all of you. So kill the anger within yourself. Resentment, remove the resentment. If you want to live happily, you don't want to lament or don't want to live a sorrowful life, go beyond that resentment. That's what the Buddha said. That ekadhamma, that thing we have to remove from the mind. So with this, I conclude here. May you all be well and happy. May the blessings of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha be all of you. May the blessings of Bada Bhante surround your life with good health, happiness, and peace of mind. I share all my punya with all the listeners, with all of you. May you all be well and happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you so much, Bhanteji, for this Dhamma discourse about metta and how to overcome anger and resentment. So that is a very crucial quality which can keep us together, be it family or be it society or country. This is evolved, civilized mind when you have less and less and less resentment and anger and more metta. Thank you very much, Bhanteji. Now I request Kosalo and Neela Chakma, both of you, please come here. Vajira, please assist them. We will do the blessing ceremony for them, and today they are offering a lot of dana, sangha dana. Atta parikara dana. Okay, now we will do the blessing for them. So you got married now, huh? Kosalo had been one of our students for a long time in our school in Mysore, and he grew up here and he served here. He worked here, and especially Bada Bhanteji. When Bada Bhanteji was not well in his last days, the last 52 days, he served Bhanteji from morning till night, cooking Bhante's liquid food and offering to Bhante. So that was great meritorious thing you have done, and may all the good things come into your life. So now you are married, and now you are starting new phase of your life uh, with much more responsibility and much more commitments and dedication. So it is life of togetherness to grow together. Huh? Your parents, you have served your parents and grandparents and all those who have practiced, they had one thing common among all your generation. That is, they took Trisarana, never gave up Trisarana, Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, and they took Panchashila. So the commitment they had in Panchashila was also very strong. That's why till now you all have this blessing of Buddha's teachings. So now, first together, huh? Lord Buddha says you have to practice together. That will make your progress together. Dana you practice together, Shila you practice together, Samadhi, Panya. And now you please tell, huh? Mayang Bhante Sangho Idang me Atta Parikarang Danena Anagate Yehi Bhikkhu Bhavaya Pachayo Hotu Imang Danang Nibbanasa Pachayo Hotu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. कौन कौन आया है? आओ माता जी आओ. कुछ करो यार. बोलिए. मयंक भंते संघो इमंग भिक्षंग सपरिकारं अनुत्तरं भिक्षु संगसा दानं देमा पूजेमा द्वितीयंति मयंक भंते संघो इमंग भिक्षंग सपरिकारं अनुत्तरं भिक्षु संगसा दानं देमा पूजेमा ततियंपि मयंक भंते संघो इमं भिक्षं सपरिकारं अनुत्तरं भिक्षु संगस दानं देमा पूजेमा. साधु साधु साधु. सुखी हो तू, सुखी हो तू. माँ माता जी है, बहुत अच्छा है. इनका दीदी है. ओके ओके, बहुत अच्छा है. सब लोग दूर से आए हैं. वेरी गुड. अभी इधर आओ. इधर ही बैठो. आप दोनों उधर बैठो. पहले कौशलो आप उनको बांधो, फिर बाद में वो आपको बांध देंगे. हाँ बैठ बैठो, या उनका हाथ में बांधना है बैठ के. या Sabbe buddha bala pata pache kanang chayang balang arahanta nang chate jena rakhang bandami sabbaso sabbe dhamma bala pata arya sachanang chayang balang Dhamma chakasate jena rakhang bandami sabbaso sabbe sangha balapata vimotanang chayang balang sasana sate jena rakhang bandami sabbaso sadhu sadhu sadhu. अभी आशीर्वाद देंगे क्या है दो एक है दोनों एक को एक डालेगा कौशलो हम लोग ब्लेसिंग्स देंगे एक को एक गला में अच्छा से डालो ओपन करके है ना खाता भवतु सब मंगलं रक्षन्तु सब देवता सब बुद्धानुभावेन सदा सोते भवतु सब मंगलं रक्षन्तु सब देवता सब धम्मानुभावेन सदा सुते भवन्तु ते भवतु सब मंगलं रक्षन्तु सब देवता सब संघानुभावेन सदा सुते भवन्तु ते साधु 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 आप दीजिए बंदे इधर आके भंते से ले लो भगवान बुद्ध आपको हमेशा आशीर्वाद दे आप लोग सुखी हो तू may the blessings of Buddha Dhamma Sangha, may the blessings of Bada Bhante Ji, Kasapa Bhante Ji and all the Bhantes be with you. May you be happy, healthy, prosperous and keep progressing on the Dhamma to attain full enlightenment. Sadhu. बहुत अच्छा इसको यहाँ रख सकता है भगवान को ऊपर में रखो ओके वी विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट हाँ सब लोग सुखी रहे बहुत अच्छा है हाँ दोनों फैमिली को बहुत अच्छा हो जाए इधर बुलाना संदीप आइए आज बर्थडे है ये कौन बात है आप थोड़ा सामने जाके सुखी हो तो अभी सब इतना संघा सब उपासक उपासिका आपको बहुत बहुत बर्थडे के लिए बधाई देते हैं और भगवान का आशीर्वाद रहे बोल के परित्राण का सूत्र आपको बांधेंगे बुद्धा बला पाता पचे कानंग चयंग बलंग अरहंत तानंग चते जेना रखंग बंदामि सबसो Sabbe Dhamma Balapata Ariya Sachanang Chayang Balang Dhamma Chaka Sate Rakang Banda Nisabbaso Sabbe Sangha Balapata Vimutanang Chayang Balang Sasana Satejena Rakang Bandami Sabbasu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. ये लीजिए आप लोग आइए आपका बेटी हाँ जो सब लोग हाँ क्या क्या नाम है इनका पारमी इवाना आप लोग सब सुखी रहे खुशी है कि आज पापा का बर्थडे है ना बहुत अच्छा सुखी रहे बहुत अच्छा है जी संदीप इज वेरी डेडिकेटेड upasaka doing lot of dhamma work and coordinating so many programs huh? Very very wonderful person and wonderful family huh? Sukhi hoti. So here huh? वो सब तुम्हारा Vajira is having a announcement. This Buddha Rupa distribution we are doing on 19th, next Sunday. I think we have Purnima. Next Sunday is Purnima, very special Purnima.
Namo Buddhaya. Homage to Triple Gem, homage to Bhikkhu Sangha, homage to all the Bantes, and greetings to Dhamma brothers and sisters. I'm happy to announce that we had a few donors who wish to donate Buddha Rupa, that is Buddha statue, to viharas all over India. So on 19th of December, that is Punima, we are donating 10 more Buddha statues. So first of all, I invite all of you to be part of that program, and it is the last Purnima of this year. So let's try to commit more stronger on to work on the path of Dhamma. The other would be to make appeal. You know, I would encourage all the lay devotees to come forward and contribute toward this great cause of distributing Buddha Rupas to deserving viharas in very remote places. To make one Buddha statues, it cost 30,000 rupees. So you can contribute this as individual or on behalf of your family or an institution or a company. So I encourage you to come forward. There's a great merit in contributing for Buddha's statue, because Buddha statue is the symbol of highest freedom, highest enlightenment. Nobody ever gets angry or hatred seeing Buddha's image. It only contributes and spreads loving kindness and peace. So wherever you contribute your Buddha statues, it is only gonna bring peace, and it would also be a very nice opportunity to stay connected with Dhamma, not just in this life, also in all the lives. So having shared this wonderful opportunity, I encourage all the people who are here and who are online, and also share this opportunity with all the friends. So thank you for this opportunity, Bante. Wishing you advance Happy New Year, and may the remaining days of this year be more peaceful and happy. Namo Buddhaya.
Very much. Vajira, next Sunday you are making calendar, that will also be ready?
Yes.
Next Sunday we are going to release our Mahabodhi Society calendar for 2022. And also meditation schedule for 2022 in our Dhamma Dutta Vihara. Now the last not last, second last course is going on since yesterday. Vishuddhananda Bante is taking for 15 days. And after that will be the New Year course, the last days of the year. And 2022 schedule is coming. It is also very interesting. So we will get next Sunday. So here we conclude today's program. Once again, wishing Kosalo and Neela a wonderful life, and Sandeep and all people here and all those who are online. May you be happy, healthy, and keep progressing on the path of Dhamma. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
So 100 ware Kannada Dhamma Pravachana ide. Anand Banteji Kannada Dhamma Pravachana 100 ware, and there's lunch for everybody. Sabhi log ke liye lunch hai. So sab log lunch